Oh, hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my favorite Anthuriums, which, I try to control myself. It's like 2/3 of my Anthurium collection that I'm going to show you today. There are some that I've had for a while. A lot of these I just got and they're pushing out new leaves and it's just so exciting. And I'm probably going to start with my favorite. Let's just go out or come out strong with the one that I'm most obsessed with. Okay, she's still an itty bitty. This is the Anthurium HU crossed with Red Crystallinum. So HU is King of Spades. Took forever. And when I got this package, I think in the spring, I was the most excited for this one, I feel. So, you see this? Okay, I'm telling y'all now. On camera, she looks less pink. In person, she looks a lot more pink. Can you imagine a big plant just with these thick veins? Okay, so I think the reason why she stalled a little bit was because when I first got it, I do this thing where I put my anthuriums into water for like maybe a day or two. I feel like I kept them for too long because I think I forgot about them. I don't think. I did forget about them. And she didn't do the greatest. Like, she was okay. I just think it took her a while to build a new root system. And she was hanging on to the two leaves that have now gone. But I am so excited. She's living La Shoes upon. I have her right under a grow light. And I am shocked that this leaf is fully hardened off and the pinks are still hanging on. Because there's a lot of plants, and y'all will see my Zara Michelle. You see it in the leaf when it's, new. And then at the end, it's just a green leaf and the veins are green. But oh, I really wish this was showing better. It's like so pink in real life. Wow. My favorite one in this video, like for sure. From the itty bitties to the biggest, probably not the biggest, but one of the biggest anthuriums. Leaf-wise in my collection, it is the Anthurium Pendulifolium. The reason why this plant is on or in this video. Y'all remember the glory days Future Kevin put in a picture. This was one of my favorite plants, and this picture was probably 2-3 years ago. I had her in a small planter of leca. I ignored her for a very long time. It resulted in root rot. I had to just cut off all the roots. I put her in a bigger planter of leca. So, oh my god, it's gonna be so heavy though. Do you see? I'm gonna hold it like this. Do you see? She's back. Oh my god, it's gonna fall. Do you see this leaf? I can't even show it all. The first new leaf was this one. She was okay and she wasn't as big, but I just didn't know where to put these leaves and she was already damaged a little bit. But yeah, I'm really annoyed that the leaf is folded because I can't even show you how beautiful. It's like spiraling away. This plant, I'm not giving it any grow lights. It's relying on the southwest facing window. Because the days are shorter, we're into fall now, and there's less light. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of rot in the reservoir. I changed my nutrient solution a week ago, yeah. Anthurium roots like to be wet, but the moment they're sitting in water long term, they tend to rot. Specifically with this one, the bottom ends of the roots that were sitting in the reservoir, they were like completely like done. Also, it's because there's less light. Again, this isn't under a grow light, so it's getting less hours of light. The intensity is not as strong as in the summertime. I really don't want to transfer it again, but I might do tree fern with this one. Okay, the next plant is another beast, really easy, Anthurium Magnificum crossed with Luxurians. I got this plant from North Shore Tropicals. It was gifted to me from Lauren. Thank you so much. Look at these just amazing leaves. So it has 4 currently. It's just so fascinating because usually with anthuriums, you get these huge leaves, and if you don't have the optimal conditions, the oldest leaf tends to fade or yellow or just go. And it's just so impressive that with this new leaf right here, the other leaves are doing just fine. And I'm really enjoying the dark foliage here. You can see that the newest leaf is smaller than the one previously. This one's the biggest leaf on the plant. And that's because if y'all remember, I did take a cutting. So this is a top cutting. My old plant was living in pond, but it was just in a smaller planter. You can see it's in one of those buckets. And let's go and look at the roots. You see this? So I do have a wick. I keep forgetting that there's a wick at the bottom. The roots are just kind of enjoying its time. So at this point, when they're not like super long and just sitting in the reservoir, they're okay. Again, around the net pot, there's a lot of humidity just because it's a closed system. Yeah, it grew all these roots from cutting it, I think 3 months ago, or about six weeks ago, 3 months ago. And if y'all are wondering, I think I took 1 or 2. This looks hilarious. Okay, so this is the butt cut, y'all. Did push out 1 leaf. I put this wooded treeford fiber, and I think because I was changing the substrate, the roots, even though they were already there, I think they weren't used to it. So she's still here. The mid cut though isn't really doing anything. At this point, I'm like, are you alive? I don't know if it's alive anymore. It's pretty dry. You can be the judge. But yeah, listen, I want to see how big these leaves get, because these are the 2 biggest leaves here. And then since the shock of the transfer and it had to grow more roots, that's why this one's smaller. I'm talking about the leaves because y'all know that I don't like having inflows because they suck energy. I'm not really ready to pollinate, but I feel like this is a strong mother. Like, it is incredible. There's constantly inflows. Future Kevin, zoom in. There are constantly inflows. I guess we'll just wait and see what the new leaf looks like. Maybe at that point, I will plan to pollinate, so we'll see. Okay, let's do a smaller plant. And by smaller, I mean medium. This is my Anthurium. What is it? Is it dark crystal crossed with Zara Michelle? So I'm showing this because, I don't know, she looks pretty incredible to me. So she's not hardened off. You can see the pinks really showing. The one before that, you can see how dark the leaf will get. And I'm obsessed because she's hanging on to a little bit of pink. You can't see the veins, but I can see them in person. They're still quite pink while having this super dark leaf. So this leaf is a lot bigger. Let me just show you than the last one. I'm just, oh my God, can you imagine? I'm so excited for this leaf to harden off. I'm being extra careful with it. And I think once this hardens off, I am going to move it into a new planter. I'm noticing with a lot of these Anthuriums that the stems are growing really tall, that a lot of the aerial roots are coming right there. So you can see that they're starting to grow. I know I can do collars. I've tried collars in the past. I'm not a fan of collars. I'd rather just repot. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm pretty sure when I got this back in the winter, she had that leaf and that leaf as well. I'm pretty sure she pushed out this leaf in my care. Then this one. You can see that they'll fade a little bit, but they keep that red center. Yeah, they do. Or pink. And then this one is really dark. Oh my gosh, that one. And then I can't wait for this one. Ah, so exciting. In Lucia's, oh my God, don't break. In Lucia's upon. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep it in Lucia's upon because it seems like she's doing just fine. I do want to say this is probably one of the Anthuriums where I've noticed like the littlest, touching of it, there's gonna be damage. I don't know, because a lot of these leaves, I didn't even like touch them, and then like I see all of that scratching over here. Maybe it was because of when it was unfurling. I don't know, but you can see with the previous one, lots of blemishing. And it's because also this is becoming a little too tall for its shelf. And so I have to move it. And because of me moving the plants around, moving this plant around, I think that's why there's all this damage. Again, everyone, I like to keep the old leaves as long as possible. I will probably get rid of the leaf once it turns yellow. And yeah, we'll go from there. I will forever be obsessed with the Anthurium Clarinervium. Obsessed. And I know, like, this plant has been around for so long. I've always wanted it. I just love the extra veins. Like, she's extra. This is the new leaf. Oh, and then she's pushed out so many beautiful leaves. I think I got this 1.5 years ago as a baby seedling, and my track record when it comes to seedlings is quite bad. Them surviving. So I'm so happy. She's living in pond in a self-watering planter, and yeah, I'm so excited. So you look at all, like, the degree of the veins. You see that? What is going on? Do you see this? I'm kind of obsessed how she's really pointy at the bottom. Like, do you see that? I think it's really looking like a heart. I love it. Compared to the leaves previous. So it's more of a rounder heart here on these two leaves. but it's like really pointy and I'm obsessed with that look. Oh, it's so pretty. Another one that I want to get so big. I want to get this plant so, so big. I know Clarinervium, they don't necessarily get huge actually, so I'll just wait to see how big it's gonna grow. And it's gonna be so exciting, yay. Y'all. So I'm filming this at like 11 in the morning, and this is the time where the sun comes out and it's starting to get a little warm in here. I had to turn the fan off because it's gonna be too loud. I'm sweating in this onesie. I'm sorry that, you know, this chestus is he here? This might be my second favorite. I am obsessed with this plant so hard. I don't even know if that was the right sentence. Anthurium NOID code red, crossed with Papillilaminum A+. Whew, this new leaf. She doesn't have quite a few sinus like the previous one. Oh my god, look at that damage. But, look, okay. Do you see this, everyone? Oh my god. She's getting so big. I'm always just so shocked. And the pinks are there. She's not fully hard enough, like she is hard enough, but not fully hard enough. And the bunny ears. This leaf is really looking like the A+. I'll show you a picture that I'm gonna show you from Two Plant Daddy's Instagram because that's where I got this. But she's gonna get, hopefully, as dark as this. And it's always a surprise. You just like don't know, everyone. Because like look at the one before that too. Like the past two have had these kind of fused sinuses here. Do you see that? Oh, it's so wonderful. And then this one kind of has one. It's really close. But the lobies, it's like bunny ears. Okay, I'm gonna hold this here. And then grab my phone over here. This is from Two Plant Daddy's account. Do you see? It's looking like that kind of. This is so hard to show because the focus is not focusing. And this leaf is like pretty, it's pretty big. Look at that. Wow. Maybe the light is blowing the leaf. I think the color is more this color when it's back here than that. That's like too bright. Maybe I should turn the light down. Hold on. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so exciting. It's just gonna be like such a fun journey watching the leaves progress. And once this hardens off completely, I am going to repot it because you can see all those aerial roots there waiting to be submerged. I think when I got this plant, it had this leaf, which is starting to go. Maybe this one too. But do you see the difference in the green? Like the leaves have gotten so much darker. And like the back, look at the back when it's like not hardened off yet. It's like really red-ish, kind of. It does disappear, but man, I love this. Anthurium, look at this. Oh my gosh, wow. I forgot that I originally got that plant from Confused Planto from the Props to TO, but it's a hybrid from Two Plant Daddy Brandon's collection. Okay, one that has shook me to the core, and like a lot of these need to be repotted. I got this from the Ontario Plant Show back in June. Man, I mean, she looks like a forgetty-eye, but she's not. I'm forgetting what she is. Oh, this is an Anthurium Silver Streak crossed with no ID. So it really looks like a forgetty-eye. I don't know. With every new leaf, it's just gotten bigger. I don't know. So this is the newest leaf right in the front. The one before that, and then the oldest one there. But I'm so impressed with how this is growing. It's growing so well. And y'all know that I like a rounded top part of the leaf. I don't know what to call it. The lacosidus is everything to me. You know that I'm obsessed with velvet mask and forgetty eye. And so this is amazing. I don't know also because you can see that the leaf is kind of cupping over here where the petiole meets the leaf. I don't know if that's going to continue. I don't know if this is fully hard enough. I think it might be just because I do see a new leaf. Trying to poke through and you can see all the roots. Gonna have to repot it. I'm gonna have to get it out of these pots I hate. But just so stunning. Again, Marnie also, if you're watching. I know you got the same one. Like, how's yours doing? I think I saw like a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, like you did post this one. I don't know, I'm obsessed. It's so gorgeous. Okay, oh my gosh. Anthurium, Zara F2 crossed with Michelle F3. Look at this. It is so stunning. And she's not super dark, but she's still quite dark. Like you can see that she hangs on to that pink over there. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, I love this plant so much. Wow. And then, okay, so I did do the same thing where I took a top cutting, I put it into my tree fern mix. So this is one of the plants that I didn't show you in that video about the updates. This is the new leaf. Wow. So red. Love the veins. And it's gonna be exciting to watch it expand. This leaf over here is the oldest. It's kind of being sacrificed, the solar panel. But do you see how like it hangs onto that red, which is so great? Yeah, this leaf is getting almost too tall for the shelf, so I'm gonna have to move it. Hopefully I don't like scratch it or anything. And I'm just curious, just because you saw the Magnificum Luxurians, like the new leaf is a lot smaller. But yeah, huge leaves first, and then maybe I'll think about pollinating. Wouldn't it be so interesting pollinating this one with like the dark crystals Zara Michelle, or even like the Code Red NOID? Like those would be amazing hybrids, I feel. That's incredible. In my tree fern mix, I think this is my 2.0. So lots of tree fern fiber. Number 4, perlite, because I like a chunkier mix. Lishuzo pon, I have biochar, I have worm castings, and this is a self-watering planter. You can detach this kind of saucer situation, and there are 2 wicks. Trying these out, this I think is the first plant that I'm trying it out on, and so far she looks okay. It's just annoying because sometimes if you don't secure the saucer, like it might come out, and then like if it's full, then it's gonna be a mess. Yeah, I love this plant so much. It is very beautiful. I do have the butt cut, and the butt cut, I think because it was in pon and the roots were used to the pon, she pushed out 2 growth points. So this one over here, you can see the pink veins there, and I'm blasting it, y'all. And then there is a new leaf from that plant over here. Right over there. I don't know if y'all can see. And then the second one, I guess she got stuck. Pushed out that leaf first. And then this new one. So I'm going to have a little baby, Zara Michelle. I'm very excited. The love of my life. My king of spades here. This new leaf. When she was unfurling, she was pushing up against another planter, and I didn't realize. So that's why like the shape is kind of weird. She kind of hardened off that way. But again, I either wanted a king of spades that had not that thick veining or very minimal. And this one has that. You can see that the center stays pink. You know, I was so surprised with this one when it first came out. And now she's looking so round. This hybrid is from Kartel Daun, and yeah, in Luxurians pon. This was one that I actually did transfer right away to pon. I didn't like put it in water just because I felt the plant and she felt hydrated enough. And she was so fast at pushing out leaves. There are roots starting to come out into the reservoir. But here's the thing, I'm gonna have to repot it. Oh, do you see this? I'm sorry I can't like, maybe Future Kevin can turn this clip upside down or something. I don't know. Isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh, love her. The next one, I have 2 plants just because I divided this when it was small. This is the Anthurium Magnificum crossed with Tezula, Ace of Spades. She looks so good. I am so obsessed with this plant because I know that even though you have parents that have, you know, dark genetics in like how they present leaf-wise, it doesn't always carry. It's the same with pink and red, like that color. Like if you cross 2 red crystallinums, like it's what people say that it's like a 5% chance that it's gonna be like the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the same intensity of red. We all know that Tezula is Ace of Spades. Who is that? The dark form is really, really dark. But it's like, it's giving me a lot of like Bessier vibes. As time goes on though, I feel like it does harden off to that. The one before that is still kind of hanging on, but it is turning more green. Do you see the difference? Boom, boom. And I mean, this leaf is pretty hardened off, I would say. The second one, I think this is like the last tree fern plant in like those orchid pots. I do need to, I was just waiting for this leaf to harden off, and it's hardened off now. But I was just kind of waiting. The leaf before that. Still holding on to that darkness, I would say. Do you see? Oh my god, I just love it. Do you love it? I love it. Okay, and again, I know I do this every single time. These started out as seedlings, actually, and I got them from Northern Plant Room, Samia. And I want to thank her because back 2 years ago when I didn't know how to grow seedlings, I was like, yeah, I'll order a bunch from her. And I bought like 5. They all, are not here with me anymore. And then she included a cup of like maybe 5 or 6 seedlings of this for free. Like that was a gift, and it's just funny that the gift is the only thing that survived from that order. And it's one that I love. I still have one from that batch, and she's here. And I just want to show you that. Do you see how different? It's so different. These are from the same seed batch. So they're both Magnificum crossed with Ace of Spades, Tezula Dark Form. Look at this. This is why this plant is so special, I feel. At least to me, I don't know. But yeah, Anthurium, Magnificum crossed with Tezula, Ace of Spades. I'm gonna drop it. Okay, I think I said this in a previous video, but I think this is probably my darkest Anthurium, and she's still a baby. I like can't wait to see how the leaves harden off. Anthurium, HU crossed with Velvet Mask. Look at this. And I don't know if you saw when every time I got so close, like it wouldn't look like the color it was. You can see like I'm really close and it's still so dark. I come away. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I almost like it just, this doesn't look like its parents. Again from Kartel Daun. And there's a new leaf. Oh, I'm finding that now that my humidity is dropping a lot because it's fall, a lot of my leaves on my Anthuriums are starting to like get stuck in the cataphyll. Can we take her in? Oof. And then the backs, they stay like a red color. Are you joking? It's so pretty. Spooky ooky vibes. I'm like, wow, they're so pretty. I'm so obsessed. It's so dark. Come on, man. Oh no, I was gonna repot it. There's a root in the reservoir. I'm gonna have to break it off, unfortunately. Oh, I just broke the leaf. Sorry, girl. Say goodbye and thank you. So I think there were 3 leaves. This was the second oldest. And then I remember that whole, if you remember that unboxing with Marion. And then in my care, she pushed out this leaf, which is incredibly dark. And then this one. Oh my God, are you joking? Look at this. I'm freaking out. It looks so good, both of them. Also, guys, I know I talk about always having sachets of California Kiss in my collection because I'm always afraid of spider mites. There's been like, it's not like spider mite webs because I'm very familiar with that. There is an apocalypse here 2 years ago where there were like spider mite webs everywhere. I think there's just a normal like spider maybe in here, and there's like, it's only like a single strand. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this one. Oh no, what are you? DadBod. Anthurium Papillilaminum, DadBod. Crossed with Papillilaminum from Ree Gardens. Okay, so I think in my tree fern video, this one was already hardened off, and then this one was brand new. Do you see how beautiful it is and how it hardened off so like dark and long? Look at this, and long. New leaf. I'm so excited. Can you imagine these like huge leaves of this? Wow. I'm so obsessed with that. In my tree fern mix, the internodes are so big, so I feel like in the future I'm gonna be chopping this one a lot, but it is so stunning. Yeah, I mean this plant was a seedling and I was so nervous. I'm so happy with this. Okay, Dark Phoenix crossed with Fort Sherman. I think I showed you this leaf. She's now turning more green. Look at this one. It looks so good. Man, do you see this? It looks so good. I'm so looking forward to it growing. I do have a few props of this plant that are living in LECA. I think I'm concluding now that I don't like Anthuriums in LECA. In the beginning of the year, I was like, okay, let's try again because I feel like I didn't give it a chance 3 years ago when I grew most of my plants in LECA. I'm not liking it. So I think I'm gonna transfer those ones to tree fern because they're doing so much better, I feel. Look at this. Dark foliage. You can see that the reds stay. The pinks and reds stay. Okay. Oof. Look at the, oh, I love a long leaf, man. This is an Anthurium Port from NSC, crossed with Ralph Lyman Fort Sherman. Oh, I didn't realize there was a date, May 25th of last year. This is the last leaf that she came to me with. I do this thing where I put the oldest leaf under a grow light if I don't have any room, just to ensure that the plant is getting enough light. And so that's why these ones are so dark, because I'm using this one to absorb the light, be the solar panel for the plant. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. Wow. I don't even know what the NSC port looks like. Again, I don't really look up these things because I don't want to necessarily like know what's going to happen with the plant. I mean, you'll never know. And I don't really know what Ralph... I mean, Fort Sherman kind of looks like this. Ooh, these plants. I got this from David, Confused Planto, and I'm really excited. I was surprised because this leaf has been stuck for decades, and I ran water over it again because I was like, can you please let go? And it let go. Okay. So excited for this one. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this plant has some velvet mask genetics. This is my Anthurium NOID. And do you see why? Few sinus. I mean, it could be Forgetii. I think they're Forgetii. This plant's from Kartel Daun, and they're Forgetii. It has more muted veins, I feel. They're not as crystally, but I can totally see this being a Forgetii hybrid, maybe a Velvet Mask hybrid, because of that. The leaf, when I first got it, it was fused like this, and then she first pushed out this leaf. So at this stage, I would get rid of it. There's no more green. It still can pull from that, but at this stage, I think it's time to go. I don't have my shears, I'll do it later. But you can see that she separated a little bit over here. Then the leaf over here didn't have a few sinus, and then we finally got it again. Right there. Isn't that so cute? I just love no IDs. Again, it's not already knowing what the parents look like and not like forming any conclusions and like, or even hoping to see something. Like it's always with every new leaf, it's a surprise. Kind of looks like a turtle shell. I love that. And I think we'll end this video with, I wanted to show one of my velvet masks, but I think I would show all of them. Okay, this is the one that I want to show. And this one is my newest one, but do you see how dark? So good. It looks so spooky. Look at that. So the one before that was that. Yeah, this was, again, from Kartel Daun. I feel like there's a theme here. Like, most of these plants are either from there or I bought them from the prop studio from David, Confused Planto. So I want to show this because this isn't like a clone, like it wasn't from the actual Velvet Mask. It's a Velvet Mask crossed with Self. I know. I'm going to be so excited for this one. Listen. So this is my second one. First leaf is going, but I need to highlight. Do you see the dot? It stays as it hardens off because that's the oldest leaf. You can see that it's still there. Going to the new leaf, the pink dot is still there. And then the newest leaf. Do you see the strength of that dot? Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Do you see how this one lacks it? Like it doesn't show it at all. Even with the older leaf, it doesn't stay, but it's staying. Again, oldest leaf. Oh, oldest leaf, sorry. Second oldest, and then the newest leaf. It's just so strong. But do you see how different? So different. And then this one, I'm so happy that she's still alive. This was the seedling that I got a year ago, and it didn't do anything until I transferred it into my tree fern mix, and then she started popping everywhere. It's nuts. Then you can see specimens like this. They kind of present more green. And again, this was a seed when I got it, or a seedling, so it wasn't, I wasn't able to see what it looked like, obviously. It was just like, looked like a seedling. But anyhow, it was so fascinating. And I'm probably gonna separate these if they have a large enough fruit system. But yeah. Anthurium Velvet Mask. Okay, guys, I guess that's it. Which one was y'all's favorite? I'm gonna grab it again, and I'm probably gonna include this in my favorites video because, like, damn, I don't know. The red. Okay, when I'm this far from the camera, this is actually what it looks like in person. Every time I go close, I don't know. It looks more pink in person. Do you see? Oh my god. This is definitely my favorite. And then obviously the Code Red crossed with Papillilaminum A+. But what was y'all's favorites? Thank you for watching, this video. I know my Anthurium following is not as big, so I want to thank anyone who has stuck around, and anyone who's new here, welcome to this channel. I like all kinds of plants. I'm on this Anthurium kind of high right now, and I'm starting to panic because there's like no room in this room. Like there's just so many plants everywhere, and because the Anthuriums are starting to grow, it's just a lot. I'm gonna have to find space. The next video is gonna be favorites, so similar to this one. But it's gonna have my Monstera Burly Marks Flame, for example. It's gonna have my Maranta Silver Band. Oh my god. It's gonna have what else? My Melna Chrysum. And of course, a few gorgeous Hoyas that I'm also obsessed with. Okay guys, I guess I'll see you in the next one.